Look at this, man. The game is about to end, but what do? We end these two enemies' whole careers. He uses his Unite move, man, but I just don't care. Look at this damage, bruv. Sheesh. Yo, you're watching Shurkou, we're back with some more Pokémon Unite, and in this video we will be checking out Zeraora yet again in that jungle center position. However, as you probably saw my spectating the top Zeraora video yesterday, the enemy Zeraora, not that top player, the top player went for the standard Volt Switch and Discharge build. However, the enemy Zeraora, which actually completely outperformed that top player Zeraora, ended up going for that Spark and the Wild Charge build. And I'm telling you, I'm a huge fan of that build, but this charge is just so broken that I was a little bit insecure, you know? I was like, you know, I'm a beta soy boy, mate. I'm gonna listen to the professional players. They all run that Discharge. But now I'm really glad that that top Japanese player there ended up going for the Wild Charge build, because it really showed me once again just how strong that build can be. So I decided to try it out myself once again, naturally. And yeah, this gameplay here ended up being very interesting, because as you can see, I get taken down instantly. They were waiting, the whole goon squad shows up at the level 5 gank, man, and they one-shot me instantly even after using my eject. So it starts off really badly. And there's gonna be a lot of little cringe moments where I die like a baboon in this game, but there's also gonna be crazy outplays, made possible only by that Wild Charge. And again, yeah, you saw some of them in the intro. Before we get into the rest of this build and everything that you need to know about this wild charging piece of garbage broken Zeraora, make sure to subscribe, ring the notification bell so you don't miss any further Pokémon Unite content on this channel. And as you can see, we make our way into a nice gank. We are a piece of stupid trash, so we are able to follow up after her eject with the Spark. Against this build, it's really hard to eject away from Zeraora, because the Wild Charge will follow you and the Spark will follow you. Oh man, that is some grade A frickery. If you know what I'm saying. You probably don't know what I'm saying, because I'm trying to avoid YouTube demonetization. That's why we say frick, or fudge, or frack. Huh? Yeah, I know. And look at this. I was a really patient boy right there. We just waited, because I knew the Odino will respawn. And as soon as it does, that Absol smells it, wants it. And we just chill in that bush. It follows up, and look at this damage as well, man. With that Wild Charge, once again, as I always say, there is a little bit of a hidden mechanic, which isn't really a hidden mechanic, but let's be real, guys. For most of you who actually complain about me putting hidden mechanic in the thumbnail and stuff when it's not a hidden mechanic, for those of you it probably is a hidden mechanic, because you probably don't read. You probably don't read these moves. So the hidden mechanic, excuse me, is if you spark the enemy first, if you hit them first with a spark or with a charged basic attack, then the Wild Charge that you follow up with is gonna get more hits onto that enemy, which is really important, which really makes this build good, because it adds so much more damage. So you really want to make sure to keep paying attention to that. And here, let's see if we will get that Dreadnought. Oh no, I'm gonna Wild Charge it, but my Wild Charge jumps onto that Froakie, or whatever the second evolution is called. We end up getting the takedown, but we don't get the Dreadnought, unfortunately, so I just end up retreating. I go back in, I get attacked by the Absol, but it is not able to crit me, which is pretty comfortable, and then we are just able to finish them up, man, and just dealing so much damage right there. Now, to the build, real quick, to the held items, you've already seen them at the start of this video. They're not really rocket science, a little bit rocket science maybe. Score Shield, one of the best items in the game, man. You're a jungler, you want to score a lot, you're a melee. That's what you want to do, man. Score Shield, super important. Then we have that Razor Claw. Again, you're running Spark, so you will Spark, basic attack, Spark, basic attack. Each of these Sparks and basic attacks are gonna apply that Razor Claw passive. So of course, an amazing item. Whenever you take Spark, you should include Razor Claw in your held item build for Zeraora. And then, usually I would go Focus Band. But I feel like the body barrier is just better at the end of the day. So yeah, and here once again a very cringe situation because we get taken down. Now granted, we did trade our Unite move with arguably one of the best Unite moves in the game, even after the nerf, that Blastoise Unite move. So it is kind of okay, and for some reason I already have 78% again. I'm not sure how that happened. I feel like that must be a bug or something. I think it's because I took down, I last hit the, like it actually went onto the double team clone of the Greninja. So I feel like that has to be something, but anyway, yeah. The Unite move of Zeraora has a surprisingly low cooldown, so it's really worth to go for body barrier. I think it's better. And yeah, that's what I do from now on, after trying it a couple of times lately. But yeah, as you can see, we miss, once again, a cringe situation. We miss the Wild Charge, but don't worry, I know you're thinking, shurkou, what is that? What are those? Listen, buddy, okay, listen to me. You've seen the damage dealt in the thumbnail. I'm gonna make this worth watching. Oh, do not fret. But however, I'm not gonna tell you who's gonna win, because right now we're actually losing. But as you can see, man, I am just a piece of garbage, bro. Look at this, this was really satisfying. She jumps through the Greninja and lets me get the double takedown, man. What are you doing? And we get the triple in the end. Come on, Sylveon, everybody knows that it's an AoE. Man, I mean, I'll take it. I'll take it gladly. But yeah, guys, keep that in mind. Do not do that. Do not bring the Unite move to the enemies. Yeah, it's a pretty fat AoE as well. But yeah, we are able to score. We're in a really, we're still losing. We're still struggling to keep up. But we're in a lot better position now because I am level 13. I'm about to hit level 14, which is very important because your Wild Charge will be upgraded, which will make it deal more damage. So that is something you want to hit. And yeah, we are going to just try to finish up these fools in that bottom lane. Again, that Spark going way too far, bro. He has to use his Unite move and he thinks he can take me down. But of course I see that my enemies, that my teammates are already on their way. So we just sit there, basic attack him to proc the heal. I port back to replenish my health to full and pick up that red buff or blue buff real quick. Maybe the red buff will spawn as well, although I think the Cinderace took it, which is completely fine. In the late game, it is probably better than a ranged damage dealer. So yeah, we are looking at a very good position here because I hit level 14. Yep, he took the red buff. Again, completely fine, man. I'm the jungler, but you know, mid-game, late game, whoever takes the buffs is completely fine. Especially if the jungler is busy, like I was right there. And now we can see that I'm gonna be a little bit busy with bopping these fools. Because that is just too much doggo damage, bruv. Look at this! What is going on? Now, I know the Venusaur is stealing every single takedown, but trust me, I'm dealing the majority of damage, and once again, the poor little Blastoise gets taken out as well. And there we go, the Zapdos fight is over. We get the Zapdos, we get the comeback. I would say it's a nice comeback, you know, we weren't too far behind. I was always kind of in control of the game because I just knew I'm a Zeraora, I'm really strong, and yeah, with the Wild Charge as well, I'm extremely strong. We're able to completely bop the enemies, and here I'm not gonna stop, man. I'm gonna take you down as well, you stupid little bird. We get it with the Wild Charge. Just huge shout out to how cool Wild Charge looks as well, right? Doesn't it look so cool? And doesn't it have one of the coolest animations in the game? I don't know, in my opinion, it looks so incredible. And yeah, I'm gonna play this moveset now. Screw Discharge, man. Discharge is really strong, but screw it, man. I'm a hipster, man. I'm a hipster fan. You know? I like to go against the stream, against the water. You know, I like to swim against it. No, I'm not a soy boy. I don't know what I'm talking about, man. Who cares? But take a look at this. Look at this, man. The game is about to end, but what do? We end these two enemies' whole careers. He uses his Unite move, man, but I just don't care. Look at this damage, bruv. Sheesh. Huh? Is that crazy or what? Yeah, I know. That's gonna be the intro clip. You've already seen it. But yeah, we completely blast the enemies. Pretty much double their points almost. And yeah, 16 takedowns, man. Again, the early game was cringe. Imagine if you're not dumb like me and you don't die early game. You just snowball. And you just keep snowballing. What happens then? Well, let's take a look. We did 40% damage, I think, 39%. And yeah, you can do 50% probably, man. Yikes, man. Crazy Pokemon. Again, don't expect to do this well compared to the Discharge build. I still think the Discharge build is better. For me personally, this one fits my playstyle a lot more. That is just my opinion. I feel like the Discharge build, I do well with it because Zeraora is just really OP, but I do much better with this one, even though definitely for most players, Discharge is gonna be probably better. But yeah, this is surprisingly insane. With that being said, really hope you guys enjoyed this. Make sure to subscribe, ring the notification bell, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.